Yo, what up, everybody?
What's
you back on the
What's
real? You back on the real? Curdy Bird.
And my man, Big Head Bruce.
What up, man? Hey, y'all, we just celebrated Thanksgiving, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the time with your people, man. But just don't let this last week be the only time you're thankful for shit. You know, be thankful every day, man. Don't just wait for that one day of the year to be thankful for the things you have in your life, man. You know, be thankful every day.
Don't take things for granted.
Please don't take things for granted. And please, man, like I said, man, you got loved ones out there. Squash that shit. Squash that bullshit, man.
Live life,
you know what
man.
I mean? And you know what I mean? Reach out to those people if it's possible. I mean, sometimes it's not possible. We get it, man, but
do your part to try to make it right.
Absolutely. Birdie.
Hey, you already know. Special guest this week, once again, the North Zone.
Hawk.
Dennis Hawkins.
The Hawk.
Okay. Okay.
How we doing,
business.
brother?
I'm good. Happy to be in show business.
Got the vote. He's rocking the Manessa Greyhound. Oh, my bad, dog. He's rocking that Manessa Greyhound
came through, you know what I mean? My boys on the squad.
That's his son, absolutely.
We repping.
He'll be that starting quarterback over there.
Hey, tell us something about your son. How he make you feel, man?
Oh, you know what I mean? It's like, the one thing that I tell people is like, you can see how people say your children are a reflection of you. And I can see throughout, you know what I mean, the years of me learning him and parenting, how he's like really a reflection. And I can see a part of me in each child. So I really take pride in that.
How many
and
kids,
that they're a good reflection. I got 3 children.
3 children,
2 sons and a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And all your children, man. I mean, bruh, I see the Facebook videos. He got his kids. They cutting hair.
Everything.
They playing football. They hooping. They working out. I mean, you got your kids. I mean, on a grind, bro. Like, your kids are on a grind. I'm curious, man. Like, the feedback you get from them on that. Like, they love it. Does it tire them out sometimes? You feel what I'm saying? Like, cause how old are your kids?
14. 12 and 9. So Dennis is 14, Dean's 12, Ken's 9. And I think nobody's a perfect parent,
ever,
right?
No.
We learn as we go. We take bits and pieces off of this person or that person or what we see, what we experience. A lot of stuff that we do as parents is all what we experienced and what we seen. So it's like you're just trying to put that together the best to fit your situation. But I would say people don't know the good things that they have until they're gone. So my kids can't appreciate the good father that they have, or the great, I call myself great father.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
They can't appreciate that because it's like they're in it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
They're in it.
That's
It's
right
happening
there.
to them right now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But I've had conversation with them, and to an extent they understand because they could look at somebody else's situation and say, well, that kid doesn't have, or this person doesn't have, and I have. But, you know what I mean, during the hard times when I'm pushing them, they're like,
you get that little fight from them because it's a kid thing, man. Right. And like you said, and
it's a life thing.
It is. I mean, that's a great point, bro. Because if somebody pushes any of us a little too much and we don't like it, we're gonna be the first to be like, yo, hold your step. You know what I mean?
Well, myself, not to cut you off, I had the opportunity to see all 3 of your kids do some pretty amazing things. I watched Kenza make boys cry on the mat. You understand? I seen Dean, and I don't know if he's your favorite kid of mine, but this is what I love about him. You could bring him to tears, but he still climbs up the hill. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I love that. And a kid at that age, I love that. D3, no, I was there the night at the football game where this boy just straight went what they say now as Brady mode. You understand? And it was one of the most beautiful things I saw, and it came from a Denor-born cat doing it in a Menneson uniform. And I swear to God, I told that coach, do not let him stop. And he tore the fucking roof off the building. You understand? And I'm sitting there, he's back there cooking, And every time we do something, I'm going, hey man, you better get out here, man. Hey, you better get out here. You tripping. And dog, and it made my forehead crinkle, like, because I know the work.
Right.
You
right,
understand?
Right, yes. I mean, I get it.
And seeing that come to fruition like that, I said, man.
I've been watching that. I've been watching that for a lot of years. He been playing with my nephew my nephew.
Which brings me
all they like.
Which brings me to this question. Why the move?
To be honest, it was a better opportunity in the same goal that I have for him, because it's important for me, or for me and my children, to grow up around children that look like them, to learn in an environment where children look like them. But not saying it's just blacks, but multi. I don't want them to be, because I grew up in a situation where we were like, I would say if there was 150 kids, there was like 5 blacks. Yeah. So that's an uncomfortable situation. Right, and us making the move to Clairton for that, and opportunities with sports, it could happen right in Menneson. You know what I mean? And me knowing and being in Menneson, you know what I mean, that close, having a relationship with the people in Menneson, me having businesses or whatever in Menneson, just the relationship with the people in Menneson, and it was closer. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, you said something at the beginning, like just a few minutes ago, about being a great father. That right there just, to me, emulates that. Like it I don't even know if that's the right goddamn word, but
no.
You know what I'm saying? Like that right there, just what you said, those two little things, like you said that opportunities, because to be a great father, a great mother, parent period, a great guardian, because unfortunately we know some children who ain't got no mom and dad anymore, you know what I mean, for whatever reason it might be.
Right.
But that right there just shows the fact that you should continue, and I know you will, but just like I will and just like he will, continue to call ourselves great fathers, no matter what people on the outside may say, because
they don't know.
Because people on the outside, they say, because they hear one or two things. I mean, we know that, but you gave your kids a better opportunity.
Yeah, and some people would say it wasn't a better opportunity because they're not
in your situation.
Yeah, well, in my situation, the situation is the mother of the child, you know what I mean, saying that it's not a better situation, because I think people are not educated, and they don't open up themselves to new things and change, or don't look at a situation just in one way. There's many avenues, you know what I mean? There's many ways to get to a destination.
You're damn right.
So a lot of people will downplay it, saying that, well, the Clairton move was troubled, that crime rates or the school system is not that good, their test scores ain't. And I'm a firm believer of education, or anything that a person is doing, it is up to the individual what it's going to be for them. You know, anything could be great. Anything can be great.
You're damn right.
You can make anything.
It's about you. It's what you put into it. And I totally agree with you with that. And
but Birdie, wait, before we go, we gotta go back, because the thing that was so great to me is how we talked about how we talk. You know what I mean? We are like brothers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
Feel different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit's crazy between when it gets our conversations and stuff. That your son was there to see that. So it was like more important to me that you experienced that with your son at his such young age, and that I was able to experience it with my son at the age that he is. So that was like a total 4 package for me. You know what I mean? It wasn't like just me experiencing it. It was like I felt your experience.
I totally agree.
I have a picture of you and your son jumping whenever my son was running, or Lorenzo was running the touchdown from
dog.
the pass.
He's fast.
Right. It was like,
it was so funny because
where was this at
the Menneson game. It was the only game that I got to watch this year.
With your son.
Oh, and TJ
yes.
That's dope.
And Thomas said he was like 90. He's like 96 yards. I was like, buddy, I think that'll be close to a record. And the next thing you know, we see this ball go in the air, and Thomas, he sees it. Like, I was like, yo, buddy, he's gone.
Yes,
He's gone.
yes,
and I was like, whoa. I was like, dog. And that was the beginning to some crazy, like, the dude really went nuts. Like, I was like, damn. And I'm leaving because I had to get back to work, I believe. So I'm leaving, and I was like, I told the coach, man, please don't let him stop.
Right.
I don't give a hell what the score is. Don't let him stop. Like, I have never saw a Menneson quarterback, and I don't know. You know, I'm a spiritual person, and to me, I saw that boy glowing that night.
Nice.
A freshman.
He's a freshman.
And the same thing happened with Christian. You understand? Like, there's just some of them kids out there like
you can see
you understand? You know what I mean? Like, they got there's that it thing is all up in them, and it shines.
You talking about the kids, man? You talking about the shining of the kids, and that's something I want to talk to you about, bro. Because we talk a lot. You a Denora boy. You in Menneson now. You know that's the Valley love that we talk about on this show all the time, man. I mean that there's a lot of places that just they'll never even. And there's a lot of people that will never understand what we're speaking of with that, right? But I have seen you at more sporting events, whether it's wrestling, basketball, football,
baseball.
Maybe baseball, I ain't been to a game, but what I'm going to say is this man right here, y'all, he don't have to do it, but the love, and like it's a true love, because it don't matter what that kid looks like, whether that kid's white, black, brown, slow, fast, skinny, it does not matter. This man will show up throughout this Mon Valley. You've got 4 to 5 schools. You've got more events. This man, you may see him pop through for 20 minutes to watch my nephew at Ringgold, his son at Menneson, this kid over here at
I heard about him.
So Hawk, you are, bro, with the youth, man. Like you are really such a. I'm going to use the word positive example. You are such a positive example. You show these kids love, man. Like you ain't got no skin in the game. You have no skin in the game. A lot of times, you have no skin in the game. You ain't got a nobody on there that would be considered, you know, a relative or some. You know what I'm saying? But it's that love. It's that family bond. It's that why do you do?
Where do it come from? Right? Where do it come from?
Because kids are the best thing ever. They're the best thing ever. They're the next. Like, I think about it like this, just being real. If I make sure these kids are straight, they're going to remember me whenever I get old. I'm going to need some help. You know what I mean? I'm going to need some help.
You're going to need someone to push that
I'm going to need some help. You know what I mean? Just say it. I'm going to need some help. That's being real.
You don't want to be the one they push it over.
Right. Remember me. Remember me.
Get me on the bus,
if I'm going down bad, pick me up, help an old fella out, because these kids be disrespecting the old. But
yo, man, I like that.
I think that if we give them all we have, it's going to be better, like later on, for the world, for them, for our grandchildren. You know what I mean? I feel like these kids could really be. The sky's the limit. They could do anything that they put their mind to, that people's helping them get to. Like, if your nephew, your son says, Dad, I think I want to be a scientist when I grow up. Or, Dad, I think I want to be a doctor. It is everybody's responsibility to assist that child in being what they want to be. It's your job to put in the work for them to be what they want to be. It's not. I remember they said, "What you want to be when you grow up?" We said, "I want to go to the NFL. I want to go." So they thought all they had to do was just let us play, and we was just going to make it. No, that was like a lottery ticket. I was hoping on the lottery ticket.
Right.
You could literally work to your goals and what you want. That could really happen.
That's
You know what I mean? And just somebody showing up is a little bit of push.
Right.
Just somebody showing up is a little bit of
That's
push.
all it is. And
Support
stuff, man.
and somebody saying, yes, you can do that.
well, this is my thing, and this is what I really could really appreciate about you. Like, a lot of people don't know how to communicate. You understand with their kids, if it's through coaching with somebody else's kids, and there's words that I feel like are forbidden. Yeah, I mean, there's words that you shouldn't say to kids because it could give the negative look. To me, you're one of them people that always know how to. Your counter box conversations are very, very positive. You know how to find a positive way to get a negative thing ironed out. You understand? Like, I think that you are amazing at that. Because I watch you do it with your kids and other people. Like, it's not a jump down your throat, but I'm going to be very stern. You know you shouldn't be doing that, and this is how I think you should correct it. Now, I'm not telling you to correct it my way, but you need to correct it.
And here maybe this is a suggestion.
Right. That's all it is. Right. I'm not jumping down. I'm not telling you you better do this. But here go. If it was me, this is how I would work it out. Mm-hmm. But you should figure out a way how to iron that out. And what it does is you see a change in their body language from the very beginning. You understand? Because now I see that there's somebody else that see something that I don't.
right.
And I feel like that's what's missing that we had a lot of. There's people that believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself.
They weren't.
Now
we
there's
didn't have the people
Yeah.
like Hawk that were really pushing us to do that extra, put in that extra work, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and that is what's so great about you, Hawk. That was one of the reasons since we started the show I wanted to have you on here, was because of your relationship with the youth and the fact that the way you push. But this is also coming from a man that when he greets you, people, when this man greets you, take the day of the week.
Yeah, and just
the man, go ahead, give him one.
Tell him.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Happy
Sunday.
See?
Every day. Every day.
And why do you do that?
Why? Where does that?
Yo, listen, man. We learned this a long time ago. Me and my boys learned this. Whenever you put stuff out there, it's like could be good or it could be bad.
It'll reciprocate.
Yeah, and then it's like an energy. And then I was thinking like sometimes we would say stuff that we know we made up. Nobody else started this, and then we would hear it on the radio or something. So the reason why I started saying this is because my dad started saying this when he came home from incarceration. He hit me with happy whatever day it is, and then every day I would talk to him, he would say happy whatever day it is, and I'm like, this is good. You know what I mean? And I was like, this is about to go, and then we start hearing it on the radio. You know what I mean? And now everybody's saying happy whatever day it is.
Whatever day.
Happy Friday, happy Tuesday.
That's funny you said that. You just talked about your father. Mm-hmm. Give the people a view on how he influenced your life, how negative, positive, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll have to say thanks to him for everything that he gave me, negative and positive. Ways that he influenced me negatively was the street life, the holding or thinking materialistic things make up for relationship, thinking that money can buy a relationship. You know what I mean? It will say cash money. Materialistic things is one thing, but cash is another thing, because a person is free to buy what they want with cash. Ways that he has influenced my life positively was to understand that you can have anything you want in this world if you're willing to work for it, no matter who puts the limitation on what is right and what is wrong. He taught me that love really, really was important. The people that you love, you really love them. Really love them. Show them the love. You know what I mean? Not just say it. Show them the love. Love is more of an action than saying
Yes,
it.
let's go. Let's go.
Other positive things that he showed me, that family's everything. Family's everything. You know what I mean? Build up your family. Even though he wasn't there to show it to me, I could see through him his relationship with family and with, because nowadays your family is not just the people that's your blood. So it's like he showed me that family even with people that wasn't his blood. You know what I mean? The love.
That's dope.
Yeah, he's gone. And one thing that really changed my life is whenever, like, my father passed away right in front of my eyes. Fell down, boom, dead right in front of my eyes. The craziest part about that is we were going to my uncle's, to one of my favorite uncles' memorial.
Oh, shit.
So my uncle died, and my dad was going to go get some shoes. So we go to the thing, and he died.
Wow. God damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So
That
that's how I knew, too, that I was going to carry on that happy every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's no reason to be upset. You know what I mean? Every day you started out.
How long ago did that happen, Hawk? I mean, how long?
2 years.
Oh, that's
It'll be 3 years, April 9th.
Okay.
April 9th. And
I'm going to ask you.
we're going into the mom. We could go right into the mom.
Well, I don't want to go into the mall
Okay,
yet, but
okay.
we're going to, we're going to talk about the mall. Where I want to go is, I want to know, because a lot of people, like, we always talk about Manasseh on here, and everybody knows Manasseh. I want to know about your experiences growing up in Denor and going through the Ringgold school system.
Growing up in Denora was cool because in your group of people, you know what I mean, it was like all family. Even your parents' friends, you know what I mean?
Right,
It was like
yeah,
all
same
family. It was
shit.
all family.
Just on
Yeah.
a bigger version over there, like in the Ringgold schools, then it wasn't Manasseh.
Yeah, it was like
Well,
Denora
yeah.
and Manasseh was similar,
Very.
even
Right.
though they changed it to where Denora kids went to Ringo.
Right.
But it was like, within Denora, it was the same as Manasseh.
Right.
That was right,
Right.
for sure.
That's why the bucking was so much, because we were sort of the same.
Same
If we
food,
just
yeah.
got together, it would have been great.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But and we would have been better with more numbers.
And we said that all the we said
Right.
that all,
That,
comes
that's
up in our
so true. Could
conversations
you
all the
imagine?
time.
Oh my God!
It been
the
over.
Noah
Right.
brothers come to Manasseh.
We're talking about some
Ringgold?
we're talking about some Aliquippa type shit.
Right.
Oh my
right.
God! Oh,
So the Ringo experience was what I said, 150 to 5.
Yeah.
So you're not comfortable, and I use this in a crazy analogy. It's like if you go to a rock and roll concert, some people don't understand. If you go to a rock and roll concert one time, and then you go to the rock and roll concert, the first time you're going to be uncomfortable. But after you go 10 times, you're forced to go 10 times, you're going to start to, because you have to.
Yeah.
I got to go here.
Right.
So by the 50th time, you're not even an R&B nigga no more. You're just a rock and roll guy.
Yeah.
So it's like you just transforming who you are because this is all you're accustomed to, or you buck into it and say, fuck this shit. That's why if you look at the statistics, most African Americans that went to Ringgold ended up in jail. That's serious.
That's crazy.
Ended up in juvenile hall or jail.
That's
so
crazy.
it was bigger. That's
I always feel like this, and man, no blemish on any teachers or anything out there, but I really feel like the public school system is failing our kids these days terribly.
purposely.
Yeah.
Purposely. It's been doing it for years, not these days, for years.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, when you're asking somebody, you've got people going to school and getting in debt for $100,000,
Yeah.
and then they come out and you want to give them $30,000 too, and that a year, and they're supposed to come
whole-
up with
it's
and
all-
I
it's
can
all-
attest to
it's
this
all
shit because my
messy
wife
life
did it
go
for
through,
18
yeah.
years, but I watched her come home and cry every single day because there was no backing from the administration, from the people above her. Because
that's what I was about to say. It has nothing to do with the teachers.
It doesn't. It doesn't have anything to do. It has to.
It's
so
way
much bigger. I had a
conversation
with a lady in the car just yesterday. Just yesterday, fellas. That's why this is so fresh on my mind. I'm so glad you talked about this. Black lady, take her to Homestead, right? We had 25-minute conversation. You know already. Our conversation's dope, right? It is phenomenal. She's telling me how she homeschooled her 3 children for 4 years, and she really taught them Black history. And she said, think about this. Now, it's been a long time since we've been in school. It's been a little bit since we've been in school. So, I mean, I can't test it, but looking back, what I can remember, what she said was correct. In the public school system, they don't teach you about Black history, but for 1 month a year, and they might teach you about Martin Luther King. Make sure you know who that is. They might mention some Rosa Parks,
Frederick Douglass.
Maybe you might get Malcolm X.
Listen, guys, everything they told us was a lie. Everything they told us was a lie on both sides of the fence. It was all about an agenda and to control. They told us that the toilet paper ran out and everybody went to buy toilet paper. They told us you can't buy more than 6 cases of water in the store, but the water's at a shortage. They told us a couple months ago, don't go outside because it's too hot. Y'all remember that?
I know, but that's crazy.
In the summer, they told us don't go outside because it was too hot. Then they said that the wildfires over somewhere else blew over here. Don't go outside because it's too smoky.
I remember that.
Everything is bigger than us.
I tell them all the time.
I
still believe that there was fires.
I told him before. Listen, you get screwed so much by people. Yo, how the hell you think I ain't gonna think you got what's your name out my booty again?
Yeah,
man. Like, for real.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, come on,
but
man.
You're right. There is a much bigger agenda. On so many levels, man.
Like we can't even follow it. We can't even.
Right.
We can't even track this down.
Much. Yeah, it's too much, man. You just gotta do your thing.
Yeah, for
navigate through. Take care of your family.
Try to be a better person.
People. Yeah.
Try to make a positive impact
within your space,
and or whatever space that may be. Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. There's
hopefully
no doubt.
your space radiates. That's what I. You know what I mean?
Yes,
my thing is I want to radiate, affect as many as people.
Move the energy. I want to move the energy.
Right. Absolutely.
We want that move. Energy got to come to a nucleus, and that's how you get things done.
Yeah.
When you're sitting there, you're bickering and fighting. That shit is just scattered. Now we got confusion.
Yeah.
Now don't get it twisted. Sometimes bickering and fighting is called for. Sometimes you need that.
Let's control it though.
It has to,
right.
Yes, but it's
control.
God damn, Bertie. You take a shit out of my motherfucking head now.
Yeah,
hey, you right though. Control, man. Controlled aggression, man. You have, and you talking to. I'm not gonna put Hawk in this because I don't know Hawk when he was younger, but I'm just gonna say
he was a knucklehead too.
Controlled aggression, man. That was something I didn't even know what that meant 10 years ago.
Right.
10 years ago. Maybe not even 5 years ago, but over the last few years. Knowledge, educating yourself, people, going to school, going to a Ringo, going to a school that it predominantly black, predominantly white, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter.
But that's not education.
No, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. Education is not. That's not where you get your education. That's where you learn some things, y'all. You know where your education comes from? No matter what anybody's going to tell you, read every fucking book is on the planet. Okay, now there's going to be a lot of good books, but the real education is life. It is having a conversation with this man who looks different than me. Having a conversation with this man who looks different.
How are you going to, how do you even roam the world if you don't have it? I want to know what you got going on.
I say this all the time. If you don't get out of your 12 square miles that you grew up in, if you're not going to move out of it, and you're just going to sit there and watch videos on your phone and comment on social media, listen, if you go to work and then go home and sit in front of a television, you putting this shit out here, it does nothing. It's a drain. It really is a drain, and that's the negativity that we're trying to fight with positive energy, man.
Exactly.
Like that is it right there. But educate yourselves, man. Talk to people. Yes, read some books. I'm not saying reading books is stupid.
Educate your kids.
Yes, educate
all the kids.
Ain't no doubt. And more education is not just that school curriculum. It's the whole point, man. It is, just experiences, like you said.
Yeah.
Well, and now let's talk about your mom. Let's talk about your mother.
Now, I think everybody sort of has a life that they can write a book on. But my book is like super dope. My dad died April 9th. My mom died May 9th.
Oh,
that year of the same year. My mom died on Mother's Day. I said that was the best day for her to go out. Best day. On Mother's Day.
Now why?
Because it's memorable. She was a mom. They called this day a holiday to celebrate moms. So what
Every
better
Mother's
they
Day,
celebrate? I'm celebrating the hell out of my mom's life on Mother's Day.
That's dope.
Ain't nothing better than that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? She went on, to the next place on this day that was for her.
That is amazing.
Mother's Day.
Hey, if you people don't get nothing out of this guy, and I'm just, I'm still learning. I'm learning myself. If you don't get nothing, just look at everything that we think is negative. Look how he explains it with all teeth showing, and how he made these things that we think are negative situations. Right? How he just turns them into, man. If that's not a way to live a life, bro. Do you understand? Like if that's not having your raincoat on, that's what I call it. Like you can't wet me up, baby.
Yeah. I'm built for tough.
That's dope, dog.
Shit.
Look, I'm shaking my head because you said your mom died a month later. I'm shaking my head like, damn, man, that's sad. And
I
look, but the same thing. I'm so thankful for her and him. You know what I mean? I'm thankful as hell because they made me. They made me as great as I feel I am. It's all because of them. You know what I mean? On a two-way. People would say, 1 minute you look just like your mom.
Yeah,
the next
he's definitely
minute
one
you
of
look
them.
just like your dad.
You're definitely one of them.
Right. So I'm like, everything I'm thankful for. You know what I mean? And I look at their lives and people be like, because when I was living, when I had them, I didn't appreciate it. It was like I was thinking they were supposed to be doing this or they were supposed to be doing that, or I held them to a standard and they came up short of that standard. So now I'm feeling this way or feeling that way, or judging off of what I see somebody else's parents doing. That wasn't.
Bro, I think we've. All three of us. I think everybody has.
Hey, watchers! I promise y'all, watchers, and I know as parents we all have a problem with this. If y'all don't get nothing out of this episode, go back a minute and take what he just said and let your kid listen to that, and maybe they will get some appreciation out of that. And I usually don't talk to y'all like this, but I got to because that was deep. Yeah. We don't appreciate why it's here. None of us have. You understand? Like a lot of us live our life and we're mad at our parents forever.
Right.
And then that day they're gone and you feel like you can't patch the shit up, like getting mad at them for dumb shit. I remember I used to be mad at my mom all the time because Christmas wasn't no Christmas for us all the time.
Whenever it shouldn't have never been no Christmas. Every day's Christmas. Every day's Thanksgiving. Yes. I'ma stress about. We was stressing our parents out, which they was already struggling for whatever the circumstances may be, about some stuff they said we had to get on this day because he and she had it. Come on, man. That wasn't fair.
Not at all.
That wasn't fair. But that's the way that they set it up for us. That was the bigger picture. Right. The bigger picture set it up for that. The bigger picture.
No control for real.
But negative things that I learned from my mom is addiction. Is that you can be addicted to things and they can overweigh everything else that you have going on. Other negative things that I've learned from my mom is not those things. Well, being a child and your parent not being there, so it was like those things. So basically, it could all fall under the addiction, that because that was why she wasn't there. That was why she couldn't provide. But positive things I learned from my mom: how to cook, and I love cooking. Positive.
Yo. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm gonna interrupt.
Thanks.
The best fish you will eat.
Yes, I agree.
Best fish
Right.
It is true. It is so hard.
Yeah.
Like you got, when this brother cooks fish, you got to make sure that you get there on time because he will run out. And you
He will run out.
He will run. Like I'm
It
not.
will be gone. It will be
gonna
gone.
blow up. Look, the real podcast gonna blow up, and we need some money from Johnny going on. Y'all want? They need some money from the microphone place, computer, all that. They need a cut for y'all stuff. But yeah, best fish gonna blow up. I got $1 million recipe.
There you go.
For real. Well,
other positive
Your
things.
mom.
I'm gonna put it out there. Other positive things that my mom showed me, that you can hustle. When there's a will, there's a way. When there's a will, there's a way. They said that our people know how to like make something small into a big old meal, and it be good. Like how Thanksgiving crack. It be you ain't have nothing, and it be
Next
like
thing you know,
Thanksgiving.
yeah,
They
right.
turn something into nothing,
Ooh.
turn nothing into something real quick. Other things my mom taught me is your how you look. You know what I mean? Take care of yourself. How you look neat, look nice, be sharp. She had confidence. You know what I mean? Confidence. I have big confidence because of my mom. She told me that I was handsome and good looking when I was young, and I took that. You know what I mean? And
now you're a cocky, arrogant black man, right?
I took that. You know what I mean?
Thanks, Mom.
Yes, I tell her that, man. I tell her that. Thank you, Marcus. Can't nobody tear me down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
Nobody can tear me down because she put me on the pedestal, and I'm thankful for that.
Yo, man, you know what I love about having guests on here every week, bro? Like I learn every single week. If y'all pay attention, man, you can learn something.
Man,
at least
we say it all the time for education.
I mean, I've learned several. I mean, not learned a lot of this stuff that this man's saying. I follow in my daily life, but you just said something about your parents making a Thanksgiving or Christmas meal. You didn't have nothing in the fridge. You ain't had nothing.
I said Thanksgiving at all.
I was eating Curdy Bird's house. I was eating Curdy Bird's house 3 days before Thanksgiving because we didn't have nothing in the fridge.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you go home. Somehow, mom and dad.
Somehow,
mom and dad made everything.
She got sweets up her now. What the hell happened? What the hell? You got cookies now.
I was at Curdy Bird's eating chitlins 3 days before Thanksgiving, and then because we didn't have no food.
Right.
That's crazy.
But
to be blessed, man. Like, to just look back on that and think about that, man. Like, you brought that into my head just by saying that.
I think that those situations right there alone, that's why a lot of us have a big on belief. Because we watched our parents throw that handkerchief in the air and it come down, there's a meal on that
and
table.
make things happen no matter what for your children because they did love us. There was just a different time. It was a different time. There's no doubt it was a different time.
Right.
But they loved us. They made things happen, even though some of the things that they may have done to do what they did may not be considered the right thing to do.
Who was the judge?
There you go, my friend.
I believe
there you go, my
who is the judge.
Right.
Don't be judging.
Right.
Because you ain't nobody no judge, man.
Right.
You
Right. The judge ain't the
You
judge.
ain't walk one day. You ain't walk one day in my shoes.
Right.
You ain't walk one day in my shoes. We
Exactly.
all
And
got a
vice
story.
versa. Vice
Exactly.
versa.
Right. Right. No doubt.
We always say it all the time. Until you have a conversation with a person, man, don't do that.
Don't judge.
Yeah,
that
don't.
book, man.
Don't.
Don't judge.
We
that
don't.
book.
None of us know how a person got to their situation.
No.
You understand? I just tell my kids all the time, when you're dealing with a grown person, don't you be the first one to initiate a joke. Because you really don't know what this person has been through all day long. You understand? I remember I was in 3rd grade, and I said some funny shit to my teacher, and he yoked me up. And it was
You
lesson.
thought it was funny.
Yeah, and it was
Shit
lesson
real
well
funny.
learned.
Lesson learned,
Yeah,
yes, sir. I ain't saying another damn thing, right? Ain't no more jokes for
now,
me.
if you come at me with the ha-ha, I'm going to give you some ha-ha back, but
Right.
you got to do it first.
Right.
Because you just don't never know.
Right.
You understand? And another question for you. You said how your mom gave you confidence. What do you say? Because I deal with situations right now, and you understand, like kids getting bullied, or somebody might not have as much as the next, and some people might be saying some funny shit to them. A kid that don't have any or lost their confidence, you know what I mean? What would you say to them to pick them up?
That's a great question, man. How do
That
you
is
do
a
that?
good question.
Chris, how do you do
Because-
that with not only a kid, I'm sorry, real quick.
Anybody,
To
yeah.
lead this in, I want to, maybe even to an 18, 19-year-old young man or woman who hasn't really found himself yet.
See, I mean, I think that consistency is key. So it's not that you could just tell them something that's going to get their confidence back up. You know what I mean? One time.
Right.
Well, you have to continuously tell them and show them. You know what I mean? Show them. How am I supposed to know I look good if I didn't get dressed up and look good? And then somebody said, you look good. So now I'm building on that.
Right.
I'm building on that.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I mean? My mom
like
continuously
that. I like
said,
that.
you look good. She dressed you up so you look good. People, when you went outside, they said, ooh, he's sharp.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I knew that confidence came because
Yeah.
it was continuous.
Just a
So
build
you
up.
get it here. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything is a build
it's a
up.
build up. Yeah.
And then you guys, you built up. You started your first podcast, and then you built up. You got better. You're going to get better.
Right.
You start here, and you're going to be in the office space in a building one day. You're going to own your own spot one day. It's a
Right.
build up.
And we're going to have fish there.
Yeah.
We going to have fish there,
Hey,
baby.
we can definitely have
we're
a
gonna have
fish
fish
spot
there.
connected podcast.
Yeah, right. Don't lie. Don't
Ain't
lie.
no limit to
That's
what we
definitely
can do.
the
Oh,
plan.
shit. My
But
bad.
yeah, I think the confidence, how you do it is you show them and you keep telling them. You keep telling them, yes, you can, or yes, you are. You do look good. And then they start to feel that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you start lifting weights, you don't feel good. Then when you start lifting weight, you start feeling good.
Yeah.
It builds you up.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh.
And you start looking
Now
at
you
the
start
mirror.
showing up.
Oh, looking in the mirror.
Before you had your shirt on. Now you got your shirt on. Because you got built up. You got built up. You know what I mean? No shots at Jay-Z, but whenever he was, bro, he probably felt like he was
Ugly
ugly.
as hell. He had
Them
to.
niggas got them billions, man.
He told her.
He told
He remember he said, yeah, they wouldn't touch me. Then I showed up in that
Now
dumb.
Buggy, right. He got built up.
Yeah.
Got built up.
And
Confidence.
that's no lie. And, hey, and do whatever you got to do to feel confident. There's no need.
Absolutely.
Don't be out here.
Don't tear nobody else down. Don't tear nobody else down to build yourself up. Build yourself
Self
up.
up.
Yes,
that's what
great.
it's called.
That's
great.
Yourself up. Right. How do you? That's another thing. Like, I feel like we're in like that's the world as it is right now. It's either ridicule yourself or ridicule someone else.
That's crazy when you say that.
Yeah, you like for real. Like, so this is the only way I can make it is if
That's crazy.
if I do some shit that's demeaning to myself, or if I demean someone else.
Everybody is looking for attention, man.
Yeah, no matter how it comes,
Everybody's
like,
looking for attention. And I watched a video that said, it might have been Oprah Winfrey, said something like, every time, it don't matter who she calls on the show, they could be the most poorest, weakest person in the world's eyes, or they could be the most richest person. So she might have said Barack Obama to Beyonce to just a regular person in the thing. And everybody basically looked at her and said, am I good enough? Or was that good enough? Like when she interviewed him, and at the end of the interview, they said, was that good enough? No. What you presented was good enough. You don't have to ask me. I don't have to give you the okay within yourself. You should be able to say that was good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people aren't. People are looking for somebody else to say that was good enough.
That approval, yeah.
That comes with Everything. That comes with everything. With how we dress. People don't dress how they want to dress. You know what I mean?
And that's what I always say. Like, most people, like, you know, bullying and shit like that. And when there's a kid getting bullied and I see him, I talk to him, the first thing I ask him, do you feel comfortable in your own skin?
Fact.
Because that's the biggest thing. Do you feel comfortable in your own skin? Because if you feel comfortable in your own skin, there's nothing you can say to hurt me.
Nothing. Facts.
I'm good over
Facts.
here.
Oh, man, I love my outfit. I'm prepped for the holidays. You see, baby?
Like,
But look, man, they looking for likes. They got the kids. That's trickling down to the kids. You know what I mean? Then people are holding a standard that they're not really willing to work for.
Right.
You know what I mean? We'll go to the thing with the butts. You could work your butt to look good like that. Or you could work out to look better. Why do you have to go get a surgery?
Ass implant.
Yeah, or they got where they're taking the fat off. You know what I mean? Or
that's immediate results. You know?
Yeah, everybody wants gratification right now. No work for it.
I'm so glad you just said that. God damn, I was going to move into it, but I got to put it up now. The gratification part.
Right now.
Instant gratification,
Yes.
man. It's, and once again, and our social media proves it. Go on Facebook. Let's go on Facebook right now. Go on Facebook right now.
Yeah.
You can find 10 motherfuckers who posted some negative ass shit. Now, there are those people that put the jokes out there. Cool, we dig it. That's funny, yeah. Laugh. But there's people who will look at that joke and think it's a negative thing. But then there's those people who literally just put the stuff out there to be negative, to draw that little bit of attention, and then they sweep it back under the rug. They erase that post, or you feel what I'm saying? If you're gonna listen, if you want to be negative, cool, man. That's you. I'm not gonna judge you for it. I'm not gonna beat you down too much for it, right? I'm gonna tell you, I hope you could change, but if you put something out there, whether it's negative or positive, whether it's on social media or I tell you personally or I tell them personally, stand by it, man. That's what you're feeling. That's how you're feeling. Stand by it.
Well, you got to understand this. This is an analogy I always use. Your mouth is like a tube of toothpaste. Once something come out of it, you can't put it back in there. You understand? Like, so stand
Own up.
Yeah.
Own that shit. Own that shit. Negative, positive, neutral, whatever the fuck it is, own that shit. I own every motherfucking thing I say.
But I think that you can override them. You can override it. And it's like the energy. If you come with so much positive energy, it'll override them and it'll turn them.
Yeah. You know what?
You
I
can
disagree
turn
with
them. You disagree?
Absolutely. Because they're literally, and I know people personally, my friend, and I've known these people for over 20 years, but there are literally people. And maybe
the right person ain't hit them. They ain't get the right person.
Maybe they didn't get the right person.
There's always somebody that could get to
there's somebody, but I don't think that it's going to make somebody change their negative.
No, you got to keep doing it. You got to build on it.
Here it goes,
People think them to change right now.
Here it goes. And it's all about, do they want to catch it? Do you understand?
Yeah, I know.
I could throw it to you, but if you don't want to catch it, bro, you're not going to catch it.
There's just people who don't want to catch it.
That's
because
it.
they love that misery. Man.
Yeah,
because a lot of
misery loves company.
Yes,
and it's a real thing.
Yes, but I think if you keep on,
persistence,
it's going to happen.
Okay.
If you keep on, because I was in a conversation with someone and they said sometimes people get their stuff at their own time. Yeah, and that happens. We wisened up before. Somebody told us some stuff. We didn't get it then, but then we wisened up and we got it now. But you got to just keep on going with it. You got to keep going with it. You can't expect for it to happen. It might not happen in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. But see, we run out of patience with people and stuff. Yeah. We run out of patience with people and stuff. You just gotta keep building on it.
That's true, bro. Ain't no doubt. I know we definitely running short on time. I mean, like this.
It's so easy because I feel like we've only been talking for 10 minutes.
20 minutes, right? I mean, we coming up on an hour, man.
We're having fun.
It does, bro. And when they got that positivity out here, hey, Hawk.
You definitely brought a lot of information. I hope
and a lot of positive energy.
Your energy's so positive.
The energy, bro. I mean. I mean, all we've been seeing is teeth most
Yeah,
of the time.
his mama must have told me I had a beautiful smile. He ain't let nothing go.
Hey, Hawk, you know, I forgot to tell you this before the show, but you know, we started this thing with Mikey Blainfield a few weeks ago where we forgot to do it last week with T-Dot, but we had to ask our guests, man, that any question for a question of the week, man, maybe get some people to respond. And Hawk, it don't matter what it is. I know you on the spot. Any question, it could be whatever you want.
I have a question?
No, give the people a question to answer. I mean, it could be, what's your favorite comedy movie? You know what I mean? Or it could be even more real than that. Like, challenge somebody to do something if you want.
Okay. I have a challenge. I don't know if it ain't really a question.
Okay, that's
I don't know.
Challenge.
I'm going to say parents, new parents, old parents, do your best to stop lying to these kids and then expecting them not to be lying. You want me to elaborate or is
no way?
If you don't, I literally live like that. Like people say that I'm too honest with my children. Say what you want, man. I'm honest with my children, and that's why my children and I have the relationship that we have, and they can tell me anything they do. So I appreciate. Man, I challenge y'all, man. That's a great challenge.
They come out. They take them out the belly line to them.
Right.
They're about to lie to him right now about Christmas. It's all good, though.
Come on, man. I like Christmas, dog.
I know. I
got the house. I look like the Clark Griswold out there.
Good, though.
It does. It look good for me. I'm loving it.
Lights is good.
Hey, but
anything else you want to say?
I appreciate y'all. Continue. Just keep going. Keep building. Cause you know what I mean. It's gonna crack. Keep working on it. It's gonna crack.
I appreciate you, bro.
This podcast is gonna fly. Okay.
I appreciate
that, bro.
Shout out to John Eagle. They need their money. You know what I mean?
Always hustling.
Go Greyhound. Everything. Football, basketball, baseball. Let's go.
Shout out to the Bell Vernon Leopards and the Malaquippa Quips.
Alaquippa Quips, man. Yeah, Bell Vernon
all
Leopards.
The rest of the champs.
Hey, Alaquippa. Hey, we run. But the Alaquippa. Come on, bro.
No. Let's go. We ain't talking about Alaquippa. We talking about Monessen, man. Yeah. We talking about Monessen, man.
20 championships, though, dog. 16 straight championship games. Amazing. Monessen. Hopefully, y'all get.
Hey, we're going to get there. Community support.
We got a pretty good quarterback here in the next few years.
More support to the podcast. More support to the youth programs, to the high school programs. Parents, get involved. Don't sit around and ask what the school could do for your child. Ask what you could do for the school for your child. Go to the school.
We got uppercuts and crosses on y'all.
Listen, shout out to our sponsors, the Steel Plate in Monessen, and Mall Valley Phone Repair.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to both of them, man. Sponsors for us.
Go get a meal, get your phone fixed.
Oh yeah.
or get your internet package.
Internet packages. Oh, he got gift cards. The holidays is coming up. Christmas is coming up.
Get your gift cards. Spend your money.
And don't forget about the old boys feast.
That's fish, baby. Hey, listen, man, we appreciate the hell out of you.
Love y'all, man.
So much
Love
for coming
y'all,
on, brother.
definitely.
Peace out, y'all.
Love y'all. Hawk, that might have been